Okay, Joe, let's get going with this salad dressing thing. Get going with that. So it's pretty simple. Okay, so you start. I'm going to send you a picture of all this stuff. So you start with this Costco organic Greek yogurt. It's non-fat yogurt. Okay. Also, the easiest way to do it, when I first started doing this, I used this original ranch. This ranch dressing sauce mix. It's got 0 calories in it, and you just add it to whatever base you're going to use to make your salad dressing with. Okay. Now, when I Googled all these salad dressings, and as a matter of fact, on this ranch, it tells you to use a cup of mayonnaise. To get started with it. Mayonnaise has 90 calories per tablespoon. Okay? This yogurt is 10 calories per tablespoon. So that tells you the amount of calories you're going to save by using this. Also, now I started off using this ranch to make it, but one time I got ready to make it and was out of it. Didn't have any. I had the yogurt, but I didn't have anything to make dressing with, and I needed a salad. So what I did, in my cabinet, I had some granulated onion and some granulated garlic, and put that inside the yogurt, and that worked just fine too. So this yogurt, all this is your base to flavor it. So you just find something to flavor it with. So you can buy this ranch dressing, this dried ranch dressing with 0 calories in, put that in there to stir it up. Or you can use granulated onion and granulated garlic. Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna make one right now. Okay, so you just take and the easy part about it, when you buy this yogurt, you can make the dressing right in the container that it comes in. Okay, so we start here. Container. All right. So the container is pretty full. Okay, pretty full. So you're going to take some of this yogurt out because you're going to need to stir it up pretty good. Okay. And what I do is I take some out and put it in one of my old containers. Check this out. Look at all these old yogurt containers that I've built up over the years while I was on this diet. To all this yogurt that I've eaten, this Greek yogurt that I've eaten over the months, and this isn't even all of them. I have like tons of these things of this yogurt that I've been eating. So what you do is you take some out, okay, and get yourself. You need a long spoon because you have to reach down and stir it pretty good. Reach down there and take some out. So you have some room to add stuff in it. You take some out. You can put it back in later on, but you need room to stir. Okay. And now when you look at this yogurt, this yogurt's pretty stiff. So that's where down the line you need to add some other ingredients to help it pour. Because right now it won't pour. It's like stiff. It's just like, you know. Okay. So today we're gonna to make it easy on you. But later on, if you find yourself out of this stuff here, you just want to use some granulated onion and granulated garlic. That's fine. I also have some ground basil that I throw in. Anything you want to flavor it with. You know, it's like vanilla ice cream. Whatever flavor you put in it, it takes on that flavor. So whatever flavor you want. Okay. So let's start with this. Maybe open this thing up. Hang on. Some scissors. Okay. And this is just powdery stuff. You can just pour it right in there. Pour it in there. I poured about half a package in there. Half the package in there. This thing says it's supposed to make a gallon of this. Wow. this thing. So the flavor must be pretty intense, okay? So we just take your spoon and start stirring it in there, okay? That powder, you just stir that powder, you mix it up good. And remember, this yogurt's pretty stiff, so you need to make sure, as I said, you take some out to leave room so you can stir it around there good, okay? Also, after you mix all this stuff up, you need to let it sit for a couple of hours so it can set and the flavors can permeate this thick yogurt, okay? So now the recipe that I found when I first started doing it said to use balsamic vinegar. Hang on a minute. Where is the balsamic vinegar? It said to use balsamic vinegar. It said to use balsamic vinegar, okay? So I started using balsamic vinegar to start with, okay? This stuff here is like 16 bucks a bottle at Costco. So what happened one time when I was making it, when I was getting ready to make it, I was out of balsamic vinegar. I said, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I called Joyce Gorham up, and Joyce said, you can use any kind of vinegar. So I went to the store around the corner and bought this vinegar here, like $3 for like a 1.5 gallon jug. And this is like 16 bucks. And I actually prefer regular vinegar than the balsamic vinegar, But but they're both very good. Either one is fine though. Either one is fine. The vinegar is just to give it a little acid taste. Also, it helps to break up the thick paste of yogurt you got. It helps liquefy it a little bit, so it helps out. So I'm gonna just use some regular vinegar in here to get it going, to stir it up a little bit. And so you asked me what the recipe is. I just kind of eyeball it. I just pour a little bit in it, pour a little bit in there like that, okay? And just to pour enough so it's liquefy a little bit, okay? So it's not so thick, okay? And just stir it. It's just kind of, and so what you do, you stir it up good in there, and you work it in there. And you pretty much work it in there and just see how it tastes. To tell you the truth, you just go in there and see what it tastes like. You get an idea. You just kind of work it. See what you got here. Okay. It's kind of strong with that. So you can taste that ranch dressing in there. So now you can see it's starting to cream a little bit, so it's not quite so pasty. Okay. See how it tastes. It's good. It's still a little thick, okay? Still a little thick. So we're going to throw a little bit of olive oil in there. I don't measure it. I just kind of eyeball it. Just pour a little in there. And whatever you do to this, you ain't going to hurt it. It's not that exact, so you just make it the taste. So just watch. Pour a little bit in there, like that, okay? And see what happens. And it's never the same thing every time, because I've never measured anything. I just kind of eyeball it a little bit. You got your olive oil in there. And this olive oil I'm using is extra virgin Italian olive oil. But today, when I went to Costco, I bought some extra virgin Spanish olive oil, and I bet regular olive oil will be just as fine too. You know, it really ain't that serious, okay? So it's whatever olive oil you want, because all this stuff is doing is flavoring. So whatever flavor you like the best is really what you want to do. So you just want to flavor this yogurt. Because you're starting with a big tub of yogurt and you're just adding some flavor to it to make a salad dressing. Okay. Let's see what happens here. See how and olive oil. See what we got here. Okay. This is good. But it's okay. But it needs a little something to kick it up a little notch, okay? And also, now this is my recipe, so you can figure out your own. But the whole thing is, remember, I created this for low calories. That's the thing, to get low calories. But it had to taste good too, because I was going to have to eat this stuff every day. So, okay, so this still needs a little work on it. Hang on a minute. So put some mustard in there, right? Shake it up good. Put some mustard in there. Not too much, a little bit, because my mustard's strong flavor. Says mustard's like, oh wow, what's that mustard gonna do? Beautiful thing about how mustard works, it adds a flavor to it. It's a little strong, but how you counteract that mustard makes a great flavor is this agave. Now the recipe called for honey, but honey's got a really strong flavor, and honey works really good with this mustard too. But honey's a lot more expensive, so I just cheaped out and used agave, and it works fine. Works fine. So you just need something to sweeten it a little bit, not too much. Put a little in there, like that, and then taste it and see what happens. Mix that bad boy up in there good. And all of this, you add a little of this, a little of that in there to your taste, pretty much. Let's see what happens with that. That's where it's at. So that mustard added some sharpness to it, and that agave kind of neutralized that sharpness. I need a little more. That's good, but a little more agave. A little more. Which is good. Okay, now, so we use this ranch dressing. This is simple and easy. But actually, after this is what I used the first time I did this, and I used the package up. And then when I ran out of this stuff, I just used granulated onion and granulated garlic. And I actually like the taste of the granulated onion and garlic rather than using this packet of ranch. Just the onion and garlic will be just fine. Onion and garlic, and then you might want to add a little mustard and a little agave to it. Or you can add basil, any seasoning you want. So, but that's pretty much it. So the key, really, for me doing this, it's 9 times less calories than regular salad dressing. Regular salad dressing has 9 times more calories than this stuff. Okay, you can use this, oh yeah, lovely. So you gotta stir it up good. Stir it up good. Okay, good. And, okay, so you got this big ass tub of salad dressing. So he says, wow, how am I gonna eat all this salad dressing? Well, when I'm really rocking and rolling on my weight loss thing, I eat this 3 times a day. If I'm really trying to nail it, I'll have this for breakfast, with this, salad for breakfast, So that's up to you, but the whole thing is, here it is. And also, this stuff lasts a long time, so this yogurt doesn't expire until February 12th. So it's got a long shelf life. As long as you refrigerate it, it's gonna be fine, okay? And I've never got near the expiration date when I made this, because you saw how many of those things that I use, all these things. So I ate a lot of it. Ate a lot of it, because it's really good for low calorie. So, so you won't waste it because it lasts a long time, if you're gonna do it. So there you have it. There's just salad dressing. That's it. That's pretty much basic. So basically, all you do is use yogurt, add some whatever kind of flavoring you want to flavor the salad dressing. A little olive oil to liquefy it, gives it a little flavor too. A little mustard to give it some zing, and either agave or honey to neutralize this mustard, because the mustard is strong. But when the mustard meets that sweetener, it really gives it a nice flavor. So there you have it. Okay, all right. Oh, lovely, lovely. Okay, and again, we use this ranch dressing, but I actually prefer just granulated onion and granulated garlic. A couple tablespoons of granulated garlic and a couple tablespoons of granulated onion in the yogurt works as good or better than this pre-made dressing. I mean, I'm just telling you, it really is. And throw some basil or however you want to flavor your dressing, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So the key is that regular salad dressing has 9 times more calories than this, and this is the key. This was the key for me, because I love salad, but regular salad dressing is like a calorie bomb. This stuff is the best, Okay.